Hey there, Ophiuchus. Welcome to Divine Conversations. My name is Eric. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, welcome. It is very nice to meet you. And if you are returning, what's up, squad? So, Ophiuchus, welcome to February of 2021, your monthly reading for February 2021. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading. Yes, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, I could be speaking to a cross-watcher here, so keep that in mind. So the roles could be reversed. If something is resonating, like if something in this message is resonating for you in your life, but it's not necessarily resonating in terms of how I'm narrating the situation, don't worry about that. Just place it as it fits into your life. This is a general reading, yes, so please keep that in mind. I highly recommend that you guys check me out or check out the Unicorn Herd over on Patreon, patreon.com/Divine Conversations. If you are enjoying the content I'm putting out here and you're vibing with me as a reader and you would like more content from me, I highly recommend you check us out over there. I do daily readings titled Morning Coffee. Those of you that are OGs here on the channel, you would be familiar with what Morning Coffee is, my daily reading. Also, I do monthly love readings for each zodiac sign. We do bi-weekly twin flame mirror readings, and we also do getting in touch with your inner masculine or inner feminine. Those readings are really excellent. If you're not familiar with them, check out my my main page here on YouTube, my homepage. At the bottom of the screen, there are some featured playlists titled Your Inner Masculine and Your Inner Feminine. Check those out, especially if you're on a journey right now, or if you're on in that focus of working on balancing and harmonizing, maybe even healing your inner masculine and inner feminine. Those readings are really helpful for you there. So if you check that playlist, you can get a preview of them. And if you'd like to get in on the deal, head over to Patreon and become a patron. Yeah, join the Unicorn Herd. Word. Okay, cool. What else? Oh, also, if you are interested in a private reading, I am available for that at a limited amount, but I'm still available for it. If you'd like to get a personal reading or a private reading with me, email me. My email is in the description box below, but it is divineconversations2711@gmail.com. Just go ahead and email me and I will get you all set up with a personal reading. Yeah. All right, cool, Ophiuchus. So let's talk. I have your pre-shuffle here. And what this feels like for you is you guys are breaking free from, I want to say, from some sort of conformity. That's literally what I just heard. For some of you, this does feel like family. But either way, you're breaking free from something in the past. And this could even be this could be somewhat simple. I mean, it's not simple, but this could be something as simple as breaking free from the whole tropical astrology way of thinking, all that type of thing. Mainstream astrology, just in the frame, a mindset of resonating with or aligning with Ophiuchus energy. Okay, this is, I mean, it's not a new constellation and it's definitely not a new concept, but it's new-ish to our society right now. You know, the whole concept of Ophiuchus being a thing. Ophiuchus has always been a constellation in our sky. It's just never been, it hasn't been something that we identified with or recognized for ever, really, in terms of tropical astrology. Even back in Babylonian days, it wasn't something, when the tropical system was put into place, what we now know as or call the tropical system, when that was put into place, Ophiuchus was taken out of the equation because 13 isn't evenly divided between 4, and everything was focused around the 4 seasons. Interesting. But anyway, so, but you guys are breaking free from something, and I feel like your sense of self-confidence, even though this might be a bit of a challenging situation for you, your sense of self-confidence, Ophiuchus, I feel is either really high or is in the process of ramping up. Okay, your pre-shuffle cards are the Ace of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Eight of Swords, right? So there is truth, there is knowledge, there is clarity, there is awareness. If nothing else, there's awareness for you. Ace of Swords. And this is where you're getting your confidence from. This is where your confidence is growing. And I feel like with this King of Wands energy, you're slowly but surely getting into a place where it's like, okay, you're not going to tell me no, or you're not going to tell me I can't do this, or I can't do anything, or something like that. It's like this King of Wands energy is here, it's showing up, but I feel like there are some of you that are slowly but surely building up this true confidence, like this unstoppable energy or unstoppable nature or mindset that's going to break you out of some sort of mental prison here. You have the Eight of Swords with that. Now, there's more. This has a lot to do with the past. Six of Cups. And this could have something to do with family. You do have the Nine of Swords here, but there's something about this that is causing anxiety. And I do feel like this has something to do with family. At the bottom of the deck, or overall energy right now, you do have the Five of Wands, differing of opinion. And if it's not family, it's some sort of society, some sort of social group, all that kind of thing. Collective consciousness, whatnot, whatever. But you have the Five of Wands with the Hanged Man and the Six of Swords, right? Underneath the Six of Swords, then you have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Fool. And then also the Six of Wands. And then the Queen of Wands. So I feel like there's a closing out here. I feel like some of you are in the process of moving towards what true happiness is for you, true fulfillment here, the Ten of Cups. There is definitely something that has come to a close here, but these two energies, the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, are officially what bring family into the equation. However, I am feeling that anyway. I was feeling that before I saw these two cards at the bottom of the deck. But there's a leap of faith, a new direction that you're about to move in, or that you're wanting to move in, okay? And I even though there's this differing of opinion, there also could be some sort of inner conflict that's happening for you. Ultimately, Ophiuchus, there is a change in perspective or an enlightenment that you have achieved that is almost, I want to say, with the Six of Swords here also is almost kind of like forcing you to move on. I feel like even though there is a differing of opinion, even though there is I'm hearing right fighting. Okay, there's right fighting involved with this in some way, because I feel like somebody external to you is trying to convince you of something, trying to convince you not to move forward, trying to convince you not to go in that direction, or maybe it's even you. Maybe your ego is doing this. But even though there is that sense of, there's a differing of opinion and whatnot, whatever, I still feel like something is like forcing you to move forward here. Not that you're moving forward, not that you moving forward is actually a bad thing, because it's not. I don't feel like it's not. Honestly, I feel like it's a really good thing. It's very truthful. It's very honest. It's very authentic to whatever it is you're going through. But there's this feeling of like, we can go back and forth about this all you want. I have got to move forward in some way. That's what I feel like you, Ophiuchus, or someone around you is saying. Maybe this is for a cross watcher, but there is something that's like, it doesn't matter what the opinions are. This is still something that you have to follow through with. You have to move forward with. There's no denying it at this point. There really is no use in even arguing the situation anymore, just because of how blatant, how blatantly obvious this is in some way, okay? Interesting. Okay. Well, with that said, Ophi, let's get into the rest of this here and see what we've got for you, for your month of February. Just gonna give this a few shuffles. Hold on just a moment. Okay. All right, just a few shuffles to clear this out here. Well, just give it one. All right. And we're going to get into this here and see what we've got for you. Yeah? Here we go. High Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for all Ophiuchans at this time. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please bring forward the best messages to serve their highest good and the highest good of all involved. Please give us clear and accurate representations of the energies for Ophiuchus for the month of February of 2021. Thank you so much, Spirit. Alrighty, kids, 5 shuffles here. 1 for your February of 2021. This is 2. 3. 4. And 5. All right, Ophiuchus. For my Ophiuchans, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of February 2021. Boop, boop. Okay, here we go. Overall energy for you is the 2 of Cups. This could have something to do with a relationship. Some of you could be moving forward with a relationship right now. Obligation. There's no obligation to do so. I don't feel like if you are getting involved in a relationship, there is no obligation. This is not an obligatory thing. This is, especially with that Ace of Swords, this is just something that I think you're realizing is like, whoa, okay, no, this is something that I've got to do. Or this is something that's right for me. Interesting. Okay, but also this 2 of Cups can represent the union, a union happening within you, coming together, healing yourself. I'm hearing enjoying yourself as well. But this is that partnership, that union that's coming through, that's allowing you to move forward, that's giving you the clarity that you need, that's giving you the understanding that you need, or providing you with this new sense of understanding that is, in some cases, I'm going to be honest, in some cases I'm hearing or feeling like you are being forced to move forward here. There's no going back now. It's this type of energy. That Ace of Swords is giving me a feeling that was in your pre-shuffle. It's giving me a feeling of like, once you can't unsee this. You can't unknow this now. You can't go back to being unaware of something. Okay. Underneath the 2 of Cups is strength. And then underneath strength is the High Priestess. And underneath that is the 5 of Swords. I just heard reality awareness. There's something about your reality that you've become aware of. And you're taking the high road here. Either you, Ophi, or somebody you're connected to, whomever this is resonating for, you're taking the high road here with this strength energy. Because ultimately, it's not really known exactly how things are going to work out. In some cases, even though you have that Ace of Swords where there's just something that you're aware of, there's some truth that you're aware of, that it's like, I got to move forward with this. In some cases, it's even like, I don't even know how I know this, or I don't even know what's going to happen, or even really why I have to do this. Ultimately, I don't fully know why I have to do this, but I know it just has to be done. That kind of sounds like an oxymoron, but that's how this feels for someone, or for some of you right now, okay? Especially with this High Priestess energy. It's like there's because the High Priestess is very mysterious. She's intuitive, she's psychic. She's the strongest psychic energy in the deck, other than the Queen of Cups, but that's minor arcana versus major arcana, right? Mystery, infinite, the infinite is what the High Priestess represents. This High Priestess just feels like there is some sort of instruction or calling that you're getting from a higher power, a higher awareness, something beyond conscious comprehension that is leading you in a direction. And it's leading you away from this Five of Swords energy. So this could be low vibrational. You could be working on moving out of some sort of situation. I'm hearing a job, maybe a living situation, something that's toxic. There is an element to your life that you have become aware is toxic, and you're fighting against it. You're not fighting for it any longer. Yeah, you're fighting your way out of it. Five of Swords to the Knight of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Okay, you're fighting your way out of this. The Five of Cups, then the Tower, and Justice. All of this is at the bottom of the deck for you right now, Ophiuchus. 555 on the counter. Okay, Knight of Pentacles to the Nine of Wands is also at the bottom here, to the Queen of Pentacles, to the Six of Wands, to the King of Cups. Okay, so what these cards are all saying here is, for some of you, you've been working towards this quite diligently for a long time. Knight of Pentacles. And if that's not the case, then this is just you having this energy now. Knight of Pentacles to the Nine of Wands. Persevering, because this has been a heartbreaking situation. This is something that's created a lot of pain, a lot of turmoil for you. It could be heartbreaking now. It could be heartbreaking for some people around you, maybe like a mother or something that's watching their child have to move on in some way. But there's a sense of self-worth that is driving you here, Ophiuchus. Queen of Pentacles. And that's creating a victory. Six of Wands, and then here is a really emotionally mature energy, the King of Cups. This is part of that energy of you saying to yourself, no, I just got to do this. I have to do this. Very interesting. Very, very interesting for you, Ophiuchus. All right, let's get into the rest of this here. Let's look at the first half of your reading. Yes? Because that was all just like overall energy. Okay, first set of surrounding energies for you, Ophi. In the first half of your reading, you have the Ace of Wands. Inspiration. Strong drive. When the Ace of Wands came out, I heard, again, I have got to do this. It's like it's like all parts of you are firing. Like all cylinders are firing, like full blast. Like this almost, for some of you here, this could almost feel manic. You're so, either you're so driven to do this, or this is something that you are just like, you are so inspired to do it, or there's something really strong, almost external to you, pushing you forward to take this on, to move in this direction, to go in to follow through with this inspiration. But it's not external to you. I feel like this is a strong part of yourself that's awakened and is saying it is time to move. Ace of Wands is coupled with the Eight of Cups, Ophi. Oh. I mean, it literally, like, everything just dropped all of a sudden. I mean, we've been talking about this, but, like, I don't know why. Something about that Eight of Cups, man, this hit pretty hard. And for somebody out there, it hit that hard because that was confirmation. I think and maybe part of this Five of Swords energy, this because this is kind of a sabotagey type energy, right? Some of you may be trying to fight it, trying to say, maybe I don't have to move forward. Maybe I don't have to walk away. Maybe I don't have to leave this behind. And then it's kind of like, no, you kind of do. That's confirmation for somebody. All right. Second set of surrounding energies for you, Ophiuchus, in the first half of your reading. You do have the Nine of Cups next, though. And honestly, I feel like this is what you would be walking towards, the Nine of Cups. Something that is way more fulfilling for you. You may not know it yet. That's what I just heard. You just don't know it yet, but what it is you're walking towards, or what it is you're inspired to move towards, is something that's going to be so much more fulfilling for you. In many cases, somebody here, or in some of you are moving forward towards your 10 of cups, and walking away from something at the 8 of cups is taking you one step further towards that 10 of cups, because next you'll be hitting the 9 of cups. And there's something about once you either get into this new space, or once you start actually moving towards this, there's this sense of satisfaction that's going to overcome you, that you're going to be aware of, that you're going to be start tapping into, starting to feel. And that's just the beginning of you moving in this direction. That's what I'm feeling for you, okay? So there is satisfaction just in terms of you moving forward and being clear of something from the past that you're moving away from. Like, just being clear of that is bringing you satisfaction, let alone all the rest of the satisfaction and contentment and the happiness you will be achieving as you continue moving forward, okay? 9 of Cups is coupled with Judgment. Yeah, Judgment. This is a calling. This is a higher calling. This is your higher self. There's a higher awareness that is calling for you to move in this direction here. There is happiness, there is contentment, there is relief just in answering this call, Ophi, okay? Second set. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Your challenge in the first half of your reading here. Ah, yes, is the Queen of Cups. And this challenge has everything to do with emotional attachment. There also could be a mother here that feels like they are losing their child, but they're not. Their child is growing into the adult, the aware being that they were meant to be to begin with. Okay. This is very much, if this is hitting you on a family tip, and you're dealing with something like this with like your mother or a parental figure, a guardian, this is a testament to even the person that gave actual physical birth to you really truly doesn't even know who you really are, or who their child really is, until their child grows up, comes into a sense of their true self, and then lets that be known. And that, I'm not saying that to make any sort of like slide or a slight, like to slight anybody, to make any sort of like, to throw any shade on anybody, but it's true. Your own mother, you don't even really know your own child. You can't, because it's not like you're in that child's head. You may know how to care for the child. You may come to know parts of your child and predict the ways that they're going to act and how they're going to respond and things that they'll like and that they won't like. But ultimately, you don't know their true calling. You don't know their true power. You don't know their true talents. All the hidden gems that they have within themselves, until they reveal it for you, until they come into it on their own, and they learn about it themselves, and now they're expressing it. You know what I mean? So the challenge here in this Queen of Cups is letting go. Letting go of the emotional attachment, letting go of the fear, allowing the bird to leave the nest in some way. Queen of Cups is coupled with the 3 of Wands. Because this person, this child, whomever they are, they've got a journey ahead of them. It's time to let them go. It's time to let yourself go. It's time to move forward. It's time to start walking your path. In some cases, this is somebody here that is truly awakening to their calling, to their spiritual path, to their spiritual journey. Very much that Fool energy that came out in the pre-shuffle. Got their satchel of like their bare, just the things they absolutely need, and I'm off. This is kind of beautiful, not gonna lie. Depending, I mean, I don't know exactly what this is for all of you, but this still feels beautiful. Closing message or potential outcome in the first half of your reading here, Ophiuchus, you have the activation. Knight of Wands. Someone's got a mission to attend to. Inspired. You have a message. You have a light to shine. A message to send. Or at least you've got a journey to go on. You have something that you need to accomplish, and you're fired up about it. Knight of Wands. And this is not fired up in a bad way. This is a very good way. This is passionate. This is inspired. Knight of Wands is coupled with... There's that Ace of Swords again. Truth, honesty, clarity. I mean, there it is. There it is right there, Ophi. All right. Second half of your reading here. Yes, second half of your reading. First set of surrounding energies for you, Ophiuchus. You've got the Page of Swords. Communication, learning. I feel like this is you meeting new people, learning new things, setting off on your journey and experiencing, exploring, experimenting with this new journey, with this new path, with this new outlook on life. Also, is what I just heard. Page of Swords is coupled with the Ten of Cups. Seeking, searching, learning, exploring this new realm, this new reality for you. Be going off on your journey and seeking this ultimate emotional fulfillment. Some of you are actively seeking a family or to start a family. Looking for that partner, looking for that ideal mate. This also, like I said, I did with the Two of Cups that came out in the first reading, there was an energy of a relationship for someone out there. This could definitely have to do with a relationship. So with this Page of Swords and Ten of Cups, someone here could be really learning, doing research on what it takes to build a family, what it takes to support a family, how to raise kids, learning about being a parent, something like that. Going through some sort of learning process so that you can build or achieve this Ten of Cups. Learning about what you would need to do in order to achieve this for yourself. Second set of surrounding energies for you, Ophiuchus, in the second half of your reading. Ooh, we've got the Queen of Swords. Facts, okay. Having to stand up to someone. I literally just heard standing up to someone. Defending your right to choose. Some of you are actually, okay, so this could be an argument, needing to defend yourself somehow, needing to defend your right to move in this direction, literally standing up to somebody is what I'm kind of getting with this Queen of Swords, and like, I guess laying down the law. And this is, and it's interesting because the Queen of Swords is not an individual or not the type of energy to debate anything with anybody. And yet that's kind of what I'm feeling here. But this is not a debate. This is more of somebody speaking truth. I keep hearing defending, having to defend themselves, or quite literally defending their right to choose. And it's not in a situation in which you're trying to convince anybody of anything. You're literally just responding to somebody. Responding to somebody's inquisition, or someone's inquiry. It might feel like an inquisition, to be honest. I keep hearing defending your right to choose. Not trying to convince anybody of anything, not trying to get anybody on your side, but standing up. Okay. Queen of Swords is coupled with the Hermit. So yeah, this is you being an individual. This is you being on your own, walking your own path, or having your own light or your own truth to shine. And it's not like anybody is unique in that sense. Everybody has their own light to shine. Everybody has their own truth to shine. But this is you, or somebody here standing up saying, this is my, I keep hearing it, this is my right to choose. This is who I am. This is what I stand for. This is what I want. It's not up for debate. I mean, you keep coming at me with all this trying to, here's the right fighting. This is where the right fighting is coming into play. Somebody keeps stepping up to somebody else, trying to they keep coming with all these different arguments. It's like what I'm picking up on right now is this situation in which, and I'm seeing a mother here, a mother figure or an older woman or someone of authority that maybe they had authority over your life at some point. But you're coming into your own here. And it's like, okay, so you're sitting in the living room watching TV, right? And here comes your mom out of the kitchen. I know that's stereotypical, but like this is literally what I'm seeing. Okay, so maybe it's stereotypical because this is a time period type thing. This is like an old mindset, because what I'm literally seeing an older woman in like a muumuu or like a house dress with an apron on, coming in and out of the kitchen, right? Talking to their child or talking to somebody. And like they come out of the kitchen, they say something, and the person responds with this Queen of Swords and the Hermit. And so mom gets frustrated, or mom doesn't have anything to say about that, so she goes back into the kitchen. And then literally, I kid you not, 30 seconds to 5 minutes later, here she comes again with something else. And you just keep hitting her with this Queen of Swords and the Hermit. Like, they keep coming back with things to say, or with an argument, or a rebuke, or a rebuttal, and you keep slapping them with this. Over and over again. Interesting. Now, again, this is a general reading, so that could just be figurative. It doesn't have to be happening that way, but that's what this feels like. And that was the image that I was getting. I know that was like, that point of view was fairly stereotypical and very, some people would call it sexist or whatever, like gender norms and all that. But it's that time period, that frame of mind. Well, women are in the kitchen and then being the homemakers, and the men are out doing whatever. And it's like we're so beyond that at this point. Your challenge, Ophi, in the second half of your reading here is, there you go. There it is again, the Five of Wands. Your challenge is the right fighting, is the differing of opinion. Honey, y'all know, if y'all have been following me for any length of time, you know my favorite saying about opinions. And if you don't, let me put you on to something. Because, honey, opinions are like what? Assholes. Everybody's got one. But an opinion can't hold a candle to the light of truth, to the light of yourself, to the light of your individuality, the light of your being. Literally holds no weight or water. So your challenge is to just deal with the opinions and whatever that comes around with that. Okay? Five of Wands is coupled with the Two of Wands. You still have a decision to make. And in some cases, there may even be some pretty strong arguments to the contrary of what it is you're standing or fighting for. And that's where the real challenge is going to come in, because you're going to have to choose between the truth of your light and your authenticity versus the opinions of others. It's not going to be an easy choice for some of you out there. I feel like for some of you out there, it's going to be made pretty difficult for you. But it's not anything that you're incapable of overcoming. it's just in the grand scheme of things, and even in hindsight, you may look back on that and be like, oh wow, I thought that was really a big deal, but that was really just a minor inconvenience. Okay. Closing message or potential outcome for you, Ophi. Oh, this is good. The Ten of Swords. And some of y'all may be looking at me all screw-faced like, how the hell is that good? The Ten of Swords is good. Because the Ten of Swords means an ending to something painful, wrong, something that didn't fit you, something that wasn't in alignment with you. The cats are scratching at the door. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But it's really early in the morning. It's like 6 in the morning right now. And they got out. They wanted to get out, but I didn't want to leave the door open yet. I don't like to leave the door open until the sun is out. But then they got out. So I was like, all right, fine. But then I closed the door. So now they're trying to get back in. I'm so sorry, side pack. But the Ten of Swords is a good thing. Because the Ten of Swords is an ending. Closure. Completion. Ten of Swords is coupled with... there you go, Ophi. King of Wands. This is you in this situation. But see, you are actively taking the steps to bring something to a close here. So whatever it is you're inspired to move forward with, that is bringing this closure. This bringing an end to this cycle, this Ten of Swords energy, okay? Remember that. When you're facing this, the Five of Wands and the Two of Wands, when you're facing this, having to explain yourself or having to defend yourself, Queen of Swords and the Hermit, remember that this inspiration that you are feeling, this desire to move in a certain direction for yourself, is bringing an end to a very hard cycle. And this was the hardest for you. This cycle was hard for you, Ophi, because of how inauthentic it was to yourself or your true nature or something like that. Okay? Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's close this reading out for you, get you some oracle guidance for the month, and that this month is coming from the Earth Warriors Oracle. Yeah? Cool. Here we go. 5 shuffles for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, Ophiuchus. Closing oracle guidance for your month. Closing oracle guidance for Ophiuchus for the month of February 2021. No, I'm just going to let it fall out. Just one card, please. Spirit. One card. Okay. There we have it. You have card number 44. White Buffalo Woman. Hopeful heart. See her sign. Beautiful. Here we go. White Buffalo Woman. Have hope, for you are pure of heart. And White Buffalo Woman appears as the divine sign of rebirth and harmony. She is the way shower who lives as one with Great Spirit. She teaches the practices that will free and empower us all. She heralds the birth of the divine upon a new earth. You are held in her heart, and you will recognize her beautiful grace of spirit in your own. In a reading, this card says, this oracle signifies hope and reunion after a challenging or dark time. There will be harmony and a coming together in sacred purpose after putting pain or conflict behind you. 10 of Swords. A birth of something pure and true shall happen under the Interesting. Auspices? I think that's auspicious, but the auspices of great spirit. Sorry, guys. Forgive yourself and others and lay claim to the purity and goodwill that is your heart's true nature. Spiritual blessings is, I'm sorry, yes, spiritual blessings is bestowed. Oh, spiritual blessing is bestowed. There we go. I'm having so much trouble reading this morning. Your actions are in accord with heaven. Complete release and renewal shall take place. The good and true will triumph in the end. Have faith, for your prayers are being answered. So there you have it, Ophiuchus. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, and subscribes. Please make sure to do that. Because that helps us get these messages out to the people who really need them. Also, please definitely comment and let me know what's going on here. I definitely read those comments, and that helps me connect with you guys. Yeah, so like, hey, it's all good. Also, please make sure to check out that unicorn tribe, the unicorn herd, excuse me, over on Patreon, patreon.com/Divine Conversations. Also, if you'd like a reading with me, Divine Conversations 2711 at gmail.com. All of the information is in the description box below. With that said, you guys, I hope you have a fantastic month. I am sending you all so much love, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading for the month of March. Yes? Take care. Mwah! Bye.